Today we're going to talk what's necessary so you can successfully develop your product. There are a couple of different stages depending on what the product is, so it will be successful. The first phase, as you can see on the screen, is industrial design or the concept stage. Basically, no matter what you have, idea, just written description, or hand sketches, we have to go through that concept stage. The reason why that has to happen is it will give us a clear guidance for the next phase where we are going to develop this product for prototyping and manufacturing. For us to give you any cost, how much prototype is going to cost, or manufacture, or anything, we have to complete and finalize these two phases. Of course, there are exceptions. If you already have a concept, if you already have existing prototype and you want to improve it, then we can completely skip this first phase. But most of the time, clients just have great ideas that is just on the piece of paper or email, and they have to be developed from ground up. So as I said, on the screen you can see the first phase, industrial design. Timeline for that phase, again, depending what the project and the product is usually 7 to 10 business days. Most of the time we deliver that in much shorter period of time, and then you provide the feedback, couple of back and forth, and we finalize that phase. It's crucial for that first phase to be done perfectly so we can use that rendering or sketches, whatever we deliver to you, for the next phase. It's not going to be 100% the same, but it's going to be really good guidance so we can work on the functional design based on that concept. What I usually say, the final product will reflect around 80% of the concept. As you know, design is one thing and functional prototype is completely other thing. But good thing with working with us is that when we are designing the concept, we are designing it on the way they can be manufactured and not just to look good. Most of the time there are a couple of revisions in that phase, as I said, but it doesn't take longer than 7 to 10 days for that phase to be completed, unless it's really complex product. So far, the longest that we experienced was around 15 days, but that project was really complex for the concept stage, of course. The next phase is mechanical and electrical phase, depending what the product is. If you have some components that are electrical, PCB or what batteries, cameras or whatever, then these two phases, we like to split them in two phase, mechanical and electrical phase, 2A and 2B. They have to be done in the same time. Mechanical components, for example, if you have an enclosure that contains some PCB or some hardware, that enclosure has to be made towards the electrical hardware. What we usually do is we begin those two phases, electrical and mechanical, in the same time. And then at a certain point, we pause the mechanical so we can finish developing the electrical hardware. When the hardware is completed, around 90%, we have a very good 3D files of that hardware and so on, we go back into mechanical phase and we adjust that plastic or metal piece of mechanical phase hardware, right, towards electrical components. And that's when we, if necessary, 3D print the product to see how it feels, how big it is in real world. If client is satisfied, then we are completing the electrical phase, completing that PCB design or whatever, all the components, and we are making the prototype of the electrical components for testing. But that's the next phase. Upon completion of mechanical and electrical phase, if we are not going into prototyping manufacturing, you are receiving all the files from us. So all the CAD 3D files, the renderings, all the electrical files from the source software. We're using most of the time the Altium, and for the mechanical we're using the SolidWorks. and Autodesk Inventor or Fusion. Once when that's completed, we are progressing into the prototyping or manufacturing stage. Prototyping is the first step. Prototyping is basically creating a single unit of your product so we can see how it works. If we're doing the whole project for you, what we like to do is we create electrical components first, if they're electrical components, right? If they're not electrical components, then we just create a mechanical hardware. If it's a plastic, we most of the time do a 3D printing to see how it works, and if everything works well, we're going into injection molding and so on. But let's focus now that the product has electrical components and also mechanical. So we create all the hardware on the electrical side and we test it, see if the power works, if the battery holds, if it functions. For the mechanical hardware, if it's enclosure, we 3D print it and see how all that fits together. If everything works well in the prototype, most of the time it does not work fine at the first prototype. There can be an issue with the fitment, so small adjustments are needed, or some small tweaks in the electrical design, but that is very, very, very common, especially when we are doing 3D printing. 3D printing, depending on technology, 3D printing is accurate, but the results can be really misleading. However, we are explaining to our clients to have certain expectations when it comes to 3D printing, and that once when they proceed into injection molding, for example, the results going to be much, much better. So prototype is ready, it's functioning great, and everything works well. What's the next phase? Next phase is manufacturing. Manufacturing is basically you're going into a next step. Manufacturing can be really pricey, especially if we have injection molding, plastic, right? So mold itself is really expensive. Even the product is really small, you're looking around a couple of $1,000s just for the mold. But working with us means that you own that mold. You are complete owner of that mold, and if you ever want to transfer mold to some other company, you're free to do that. However, as long as you're making the prototypes with us, manufacturing, we are making those tweaks inside the mold as long as they're not extreme at no additional cost. So we are here to make your product succeed. Once when the mold is completed, we have 3 trials. Trial 1, Trial 2, and Trial 3. All that is basically, let's call it free. If there is an issue in the mold, we send you samples and you want to change maybe a color or something, we make a new samples and so on. After a 3rd trial, if everything design-wise is great and that's it, there will be no more trials. Every next trial will be additional cost, but in my experience, most of the time everything is perfect after 2nd trial, unless client changes the mind and wants to create something completely different, and that can be really pricey. Sometimes we actually have to create a new mold. So I'm really suggesting before we go into injection molding, make sure that is what you want. And once the mold is completed, then mass manufacturing happens, where we produce thousands of units and deliver to you or to us if you want us to fulfill this for you. Project timeline and cost, as this document shows, it really depends what the product is. If we are doing injection molding, mold itself takes, creating the mold, so the mold is one big piece of metal, takes around 30 to 45 days, and then maybe additional 5 days for the samples to come out. We test them in the shop, and if everything works well, we ship them to you. Every 1,000 units usually takes around 15 to 20 days. Good thing is setup of the machine takes much longer than actually making the parts. So we can, depending how many cavities the mold has, so you have a mold with 1, 2, or 3 cavities, then we can produce more units at a shorter period of time. Revisions of the mold are possible, as I mentioned, but are not suggested, as they can be really pricey if some big change is required. The next phase after manufacturing is fulfillment. We are proud to say that we offer everything under one roof, from the concept to the engineering, prototype manufacturing, and fulfillment. Fulfillment is, I would say, really also important part of the product development and fulfilling your customer orders so they can get this everything on time. We can also help you set up your Shopify store or Amazon store, wherever you want to sell it, and we can store everything in our warehouse and ship to your customers for additional fee that is not really extreme. So everything is covered under one roof. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or email us. This document I was showing on the screen will be available under the video, and feel free to download it. It's completely free. Thank you for watching.